Like he makes me feel like if I was single, I could get on the show, guys.
Jun-seo, when he's speaking to the girls, he has like zero social cues.
You Jin.
So what are you doing?
Go up, eh?
Jeong Su already showing that kind of like wishy-washy behavior, which I don't understand.
I was ultimately irritated, right, with Si An, right? Then motherfucker go and pick Tarzan, then you feel like, what buddies?
Hey, do you want to get started investing at zero commission fees?
Yeah.
Listen up. So I'm sure many of you have been keen on getting started on your investment journeys but have been procrastinating on getting started.
Or just not sure where to begin because there's so many platforms to choose from.
It's true. I remember when I really got into investing, I was signing up for multiple brokerage accounts and ended up getting like confused over like what their fees were, where should I park my money, and not to mention multiple KYCs and paperwork before you can even get started on making your first trade.
And login details.
Yeah.
My memory is so bad, right? I have to remember multiple logins. What?
And not to mention that we're still at the beginning of the year, so there's really no better time to get started.
In the past, when we did investment-related episodes, right, many people asked us what platform we use, and in truth, Dan and I both use DBS Vickers.
That's right. So you guys are unfamiliar, DBS Vickers is a stock and securities trading platform by DBS, and chances are because you already have a DBS or POSB account, opening a Vickers account is super easy.
In fact, right, I simply log in using my DBS Digibank account.
And the reason why, right, I mean the other reason that stops many people from starting is thinking that you need a lot of money to trade. But that's not true. With fractional shares trading, you can invest without breaking the bank.
That is right. With DBS Vickers, you can start investing in the US stock market with as little as 5 USD.
Sorry, instead of having to buy full share of like say Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, you can own a fraction of a share. And remember what I mentioned at the start? You can enjoy zero commission fees for US fractional shares under one share, right? If you are a young investor between 18 to 25, DBS Vickers will do that for you. Low entry, low cost, and is DBS a brand that you know and trust?
Well played. Plus, they're even giving out 30 USD worth of Apple fractional shares if you open a new account and make just one US trade.
That's right.
One.
So even if you are already with a different brokerage, there's no harm creating a DBS Vickers account. Just make one US trade and get 30 USD worth of Apple shares for free to try out the platform.
Okay, but heads up once again, this is not financial advice, just something we and DBS wanted to share. So always
Do your own research. And if you need to consult someone regarding investments or financial planning as a whole, you can actually find the contact details of a dedicated wealth planning manager in your DBS and POSB Digibank app under Nav Planner. That's the plan tab on your Digibank app. Yeah, it's right there waiting for you. So if you've been waiting for a perfect time to get started, this is your sign from the universe. Check out DBS Vickers and start your investment journeys today. Back to the episode.
안녕하세요.
여러분, 지금 Daily Ketchup입니다.
Wow, a bit cringe.
Singles Inferno Season 4 just ended. The moment we come back to office, right, I already hear people starting to complain about it, right?
Yeah.
So we go online, we see people online also complaining about it. So obviously we need to do an episode about it, right?
Yes.
And these three lovely individuals feel quite strongly about certain parts of this show. So
A bit lah.
So we basically are rolling the camera so they can air their grievances.
Hey, thanks man. I really needed this, eh.
I have to confess, I never watched this show.
It's okay.
Say no,
Okay.
understand.
To prep for this
To be
episode.
honest,
Give you context.
This is not the best season. Maybe I paint a big picture.
Let's
okay?
go.
There are a few characters that were quite interesting. One is this guy called Willard. You know who's Willard?
Taehwan. Is it Taehwan?
It's Taehwan, correct.
I call him robot weird guy.
Oh, because he's so still.
Willard is off one. Like he makes me feel like if I was single, I could get on the show kind. His play was that he just picked a girl that nobody picked, but that girl very pretty.
Yes.
Okay. So then,
My favourite girl.
My favorite also.
Yeah, I thought she was
She
personally the
damn-
most attractive.
What's her name? What's her name?
Jian.
Okay.
Pretty, yes.
Okay, so Willard made that play. I was like, oh, good f***ing luck, cause she's hot as shit, right? But she layan. Okay, never mind. We don't judge. He was weird towards the end, but okay, never mind. So then the main point of contention, right, is that there's a multiple triangles. The first one is this girl, Si An. She's the most popular girl in the whole of the season. Okay, so very pretty, very girl next door. Normal, to be honest. Nothing very exceptional except her looks, in my opinion. Got 3 guys towards the end, right, vying for her attention.
Okay.
So one of it is Tarzan. So Tarzan has one admirer that was very upfront, but he didn't fit the typical Korean man stereotype.
Okay.
He was ex-military, UDT, Singapore's version of naval divers. Then buff dude, long hair,
Oh!
like Tarzan kind of buff.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was like socially awkward at first, but like good looking, but just not conventionally good looking. So like you kind of want to root from him because he feels like underdog. Because he like socially awkward, right, and very quiet, it feels like there's a lot to unravel about him. And then as you see him slowly smile and slowly have a good time, right, you feel for him.
So one more thing that I think John probably is upset about is because
You're projecting. You're projecting.
no. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Jun-seo, right, when he's speaking to the girls, not just he has like zero social cues, right? He doesn't relate or treat the girls well enough in the language, right?
Okay.
Girls like to be spoken to gently and kindly, but he's just bro, that kind.
Or
I mean,
the
the English,
subtitle is just A.
yeah, that kind, you know.
Okay, so John's impression of the dude is this.
Yes,
Yeah,
Is
no,
the
because
lady's impression of the guy the same?
he was popular at the
he's
start.
very popular.
To be honest, I root for him all the way until the
Yeah.
last 2 episodes.
Towards the end of the show, he started showing like he was actually a bit rough. Like he would, like let's say the other girl go on a helicopter together with him, right? And then he would just like push the girl's head on his
Yeah,
shoulder.
no, but there's so many.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, no, but when I saw the scene, I was like,
Cheryl
oh
likes
my
to be
god,
handled.
like,
Yes.
but a lot of people on TikTok was like saying like he's damn rough, like why he treat the girls like that.
And then after that we have
Jeong Su, I call him Bermuda shorts.
Correct, because the swimming part.
Every time, okay, so they have a lot of swimming challenges, right? And this guy is a very lengthy man, so he's one of the tallest
He's the
ones.
tallest.
But for some reason, right, he likes to wear Bermudas that is below his knee, and then when it comes to the drone shots, right, it's just like he just looks
It's
like
strange.
he wrapped a
It's not
towel.
proportionate.
It's like board shorts vibes lah, you know?
No.
Yeah.
Quick
But
slip.
long.
No,
90s,
board shorts,
90s.
I get it, but it's like board
Billabong.
shorts, and then he just put an extra piece here, so it's like not pants, not Bermuda shorts.
So,
Okay.
so then there's board shorts, okay?
Yeah.
So board shorts is the classical Korean dreamy man.
Wow, I
Okay,
like.
Cafe
quite lah,
owner.
quite. And then very
Yes, oppa.
gentlemanly.
Okay.
Knows how
And
to
his
treat
voice
a girl,
so
right?
deep, man.
Okay.
Hyper deep voice. So like,
I
wow,
see.
your pupils will shiver. Okay,
Oh,
shiver.
I know
Like,
what that
he will
feels.
say, I have a headache. Then after that, he will, he will massage the entire helicopter, right?
Shiver.
Oh, I thought he would hum like a correct note. Healing note.
But the problem with this guy, right, was that the first episode he went to paradise with Sian already. And then Sian completely infatuated with him. So in the post-interview, right, she's like, oh my god, my heart was beating and blah, blah, blah. And then with the girl, she's went all that, right?
Damn.
But in his post-interview, right, he said, I'm just excited to go back to Inferno Island and meet the other girls.
Oh,
Okay, wait. But this is after the first day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still many other
Wow,
days.
first day they go paradise.
And he hasn't seen a lot of other people.
Okay,
he hasn't
okay.
known them yet. So
Okay.
like I would understand why everybody
Yeah.
who went to paradise would say like I'm excited to go back and like get to know other
Yeah.
people.
And then there's this third guy. His name is
Love bomber.
yeah. So
Jang Theo.
Theo lah. Theo's the coolest guy. I love that guy most. Theo is damn weird because when all the guys come in, right, then when they first meet that time, right, but he like from far he wear like ripped clothes, right. Then he's just like yo that kind. So like super out of place, but like he don't have the body and face to back it up kind.
But a bit,
shit.
no, but a bit off-putting to be honest at the start.
Does it look like he's trying to do
It
somebody,
feels like
be
his
somebody that he's
mother
not?
dress him up and tell him this is how.
Okay.
to be cool.
Right.
But then, in my opinion, the sincerest, most straightforward
Yes.
guy, he
Yes.
just like speaks true. Like his heart and his mouth is in the same place.
Okay.
And he just right from the get go, he say it's only you, but I don't want to pressure you. And he's a game show. There are a lot of like good guys here. You do you, but I want you to know that I'm only here for you.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, but no pressure. And every time they meet, he make her laugh. So he would like just tease her, but in a very non-pressure way.
Crack jokes lah.
Yeah.
So basically he got game lah.
Honestly, I think in a different setting he got game, but in that game show no game.
Sorry,
his
their
game
reaction
is
very
yeah.
different.
No, I would say he got game right if the girl was actually attracted to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would love it if my partner does it for me. But if you're only like dating or just getting to know each other, then you crack jokes like, oh, I'm sorry guys, we just came back, but I forgot to bring my like marriage certificate. It's just like, what the hell?
It's too personal for somebody that you're just casually
Just
dating
getting
lah.
to
Fast.
know.
It's too
Okay.
fast.
Yeah.
So where I get very irritated, right? At first I root for the caveman. My problem with caveman,
Tarzan.
The thing is,
I cannot really remember the name.
But
Yeah,
we get it,
like-
we get it.
So I
Okay.
don't like Cut Titan because you look like Cut Titan. At first, I like Tarzan. What made me not like Tarzan was that towards the end, right, when he get to choose who to bring to paradise, he knows he wants to bring Sian back.
Okay.
Again, he also know that there's this other girl that has very openly put her heart out there to say that I like him. Why won't he like? Like she will crack jokes like, why don't you just pick me? That kind of stuff, like openly already. Not just to the one-on-one producer camp, but like to the clique.
Okay,
you know.
okay.
But he don't know.
I mean,
see what you
I believe he know lah because in their group setting they got talk about it.
He
mah.
lead her on.
Yeah. And then he super lead her on. And on that day, right, when he have to make a decision chosen to who to bring to paradise, right? He went to ask that girl, do you want to go to paradise? And then that girl say yes. Right at the start, he made this comment about he want to drink whiskey with her lah, like a Johnny Walker with her. Then he said, I still haven't drank. So it makes her feel like she's gonna go. But his heart was like made up. You could tell from the start of the episode, his heart was made up already. Then he just brings Xian, then he just never addressed it. So that was why I started to not like him, because like why did he do that?
Oh, this was early in the season.
No.
70% in already.
Oh, okay.
It was very clear that he pretty much treat her like a friend.
Okay.
But for no reason, he go and bring her in again and make her feel like she's going to paradise.
Yeah.
Like she packed and she dressed her best dress to wait for her name to be called, that kind. Right?
No, wait, I need to defend him a bit. Number one, he didn't bring up the Johnny Walker himself. Is the girl go ask him kind of like a leading question like, oh, so did you drink Johnny Walker there? And then as him, right, I mean, you just say, no lah, I didn't drink. Then she say like, oh, you said, you will drink Johnny Walker. And that comment, right, it was like after the first paradise. You know, he tell her these kind of things.
Right.
But then when he said it, right, it's more of like, I enjoy your company, but not that I'm romantically interested, ma.
Right.
It's like, oh, let's get coffee, but not like it's anything yet,
Yeah.
You
So
like
I feel
him.
no, but I feel like
Yeah, no,
it
I was
makes
just like-
sense. Like if I'm trying to understand him, right, the whether you want to go paradise, right, I did think he asshole at first.
Yes.
But then when I see his choices after, right, I felt that he said that because he wanted to know is she still like
In love with him.
yeah, but he
And
don't
then
want
the
to
answer is
say.
yes then.
But I don't think he want to say it like, do you like me still, that kind of thing.
No, but he managed to get the answer he wanted, which is yes lah.
No, but in the first place, he must ask for what if he's already
Yeah.
committed to say.
Yeah. It's like he go and stir shit when the dust settle already, then he go and kick
Yeah.
again.
Maybe
If he really wants to know, I understand. Maybe he
Yeah.
haven't decided yet.
I think you are blinded
No,
by your
By the hunt.
Your
interest
bias.
in him.
Yeah.
His testicles are
No,
hanging by
as
your
in, I
eyes.
think no, because as a viewer, right, we are seeing all the scenes he don't see, ma. He's not like going to the room and seeing how she's like has a huge crush on him. Like, I feel like from his whatever scenes they show with him and her, right, she's actually trying to play it cool already, like the cool girl, like, oh
Right.
yeah, I like enjoy it with you, ma. Then tease him a bit.
Right.
So I feel like his impression of her is just like, okay, like we like hanging out with each other, but maybe she just interested in me because she never talked to anybody else.
Right.
Actually, I felt like at the end when Taehwan chose Jiyeon, right? I was kind of hoping that Jiyeon didn't say yes and will just go away by herself.
Same.
Same.
Because I felt like she wasn't being true to herself. She chose him because he's the only one that picked her. And like, okay lah, don't want to embarrass you,
I agree. I think that's 100% what happened. But we assume stuff lah.
He actually summed it up correctly when they were walking back to the helicopter. After she chose him, right, then they walk away. Then he say, why was your expression like that?
Yes.
It's as if like you said, I don't like this guy, but then I shall choose him because he has been nice to me so
Correct.
far.
It's
Then
exactly
then
like that.
the funniest part is she never replied. She just
Because it's true.
then
It's a
the
pity
yeah,
thing.
then
lah.
So the second thing that made me very annoyed, right, in that weird S4-way triangle, right, was that because at first he was not popular. He like towards episode 3 or 4, he suddenly got like the attention of everybody already, right? He know now got a lot of people like him, right? I feel like his character a bit changed to the point whereby when in the hotel, right, so the second night in paradise after he picked Xian already, right? Maybe she's sensitive or whatnot. Because in my opinion, I feel like he's the same boring quiet guy lah.
yeah.
But for some reason, she really picked up on some negative energy from him, right? Which I feel like, okay lah, I mean, possible because we don't see the car rides and everything. When she very explicitly tell him, don't call me A. He like cannot. And he won't say, I'm sorry, I forgot. He will say, but that's how I talk. Like, or like, I wish you can be sweeter, more gentle to me. Then he's like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? If you are clueless, then like, I feel like you could learn. But it feels like he's so damn sure that's who he wants to be.
No growth mindset.
But honestly, right, like I feel like there is a fine line for that, ma. Like in your own lives also, or with your partners, right? There are the things that you just like, why do you need to change it? It's me.
My style.
Why don't I get my own preferences versus adjusting for somebody else's preferences?
I agree where that's coming from also. But I just feel like it was very small things to ask. And where I was ultimately irritated, right, with Xian, right, was that at the end, it was that whole parallel where there's this guy, right, that seems to every 3 exchanges you make, right, will piss you off and snap you. Slightly violent tendencies because like pushy and shit like that. But he's very big, then she's small.
the head guy.
Yes.
Tarzan lah.
Helicopter head.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Because I want to visualize. So they got in the helicopter. He's Mr. Rough, right? So they were sitting shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
And they were already, this is like a romantic moment lah.
They
It's
off to
not
paradise
really a
already.
romantic moment.
So it was not even a romantic moment. And then he just decided to push
No,
her.
she was
She's
already like
sleepy.
nodding off.
She's
Then
sleepy.
he wanted to offer her shoulder. So the way he offered was he just put her head.
But it was aggressive, like
Yes.
that already. Then she like she wake up.
No, she just
No.
palm and then she commit
eye,
and
that
then
kind.
She
hold.
commit and she just I won't open my eyes. She's scared. I'll play along.
Like maybe he will go away soon.
You pretend to be dead.
So right, throughout this whole time, Sian still had flutters for the first guy he went to
Jeong Su,
paradise with.
yes.
At this point, he made it very clear to Theo in a good way lah. It's not you lah. It's between the two guys.
Ah.
And then Theo just smiled and said, "I understand all good. Like, but just know that I pick you."
Got it,
You know?
got it.
So then after that, she won a challenge and she got to choose who to bring to paradise. And so she didn't bring Tarzan. She brought khaki pants. So, but she always had a soft spot for Bermudas. And then she had this whole ass long conversation with Bermudas, right? Where Berm said, honestly, I thought I wanted to give you time to go and like
Meet other people
around.
first, yeah.
Then I thought you would come back and tell me that you are done. Because both of them felt a connection at the start.
Okay.
She said, to be fair, I didn't pick any of the guys. I was chosen by the guys.
Okay.
This is like last episode or second last episode already. Like,
gosh.
so it feels like a very fantastic reunion, even though
Yeah.
you know, the first
Yeah.
guy, at first he a bit busted because he said he excited to
Yeah.
come and look around, right?
Yeah.
That the whole thing wrapped up already because he was cool throughout. He showed no emotion. He was just kind to everybody. Just a gentleman throughout the show. So then towards the end, right, he really opened his heart. So I felt like everything was okay already.
It's like leading up to that.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Then motherfucker go and pick Tarzan, then you feel like what buddies. It reminded me, right, of those girls, right, that like they break up their boyfriend and then they kind of tell you that all your girlfriends all come together and say, yeah, that guy. Then after she get back at him and ghost you all.
I disagree. Okay, so cause everybody thinks he's a gentleman, right? But I think throughout the show with other girls, not Sian, he did show a bit of like not very great behavior. Like for example, if he's on a date with this girl, right, and then she's actually interested in him, and then she wants an answer like, do you like me or not? Like just a simple question, like just tell me if you like me. He'll beat around the bush. Then he keeps saying like, I'm very tired. Then they say, okay lor, so let's go back. Then he'll like, no lah, let's talk longer. But then when they say okay, stay, then he won't say anything. The girl's very confused. Like, if you are not interested in me, then don't act like
He's too
we
polite.
should talk more.
Yeah.
And this happened with two other girls. So I feel like you're already showing that kind of like wishy-washy behavior, which I don't understand.
So in defense of Berms, right? At the end of the day, it's a dating show. Then it's like to your face. Then if you ask me, like, you also don't want to say no to you.
True.
So like I feel like it was a difficult decision. Then as viewers, we want them to be clear. But I don't know if that girl actually wants him to be clear. Sometimes we think we rather you be direct, but sometimes you also don't want to get rejected straight out on TV.
Yeah.
I feel like the end product, right? If he was that considerate, the end product is we think he's wishy-washy, as opposed to this girl got rejected outright on TV.
I
So
also
he's
like
being the bigger man.
Accidentally, maybe. But I feel like
maybe.
circumstantially, cameras aside, it was a difficult way to say no. Because it's not like no, then we punk up and go home. And we all going back to the same like dormitory, right?
Yeah, lor.
Then we're gonna hang out. Then whatever happens will continue spreading in that little kampong. So it's like you have to manage that wildfire also. So I feel like to a certain extent, being a little bit not say wishy-washy is good, but more of it really is a very difficult to answer point blank question.
But I feel like, because we see Dong Ho, okay, so Dong Ho is this other guy who is like green flag man behavior. I feel like the way he reject the girl, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
girl
yeah.
who
Okay.
was very irritated with Jeong Su.
Yeah.
Because Jeong Su is wishy-washy, then she's like, F this guy, let me go with this other guy called Dong Ho, who she's also interested in.
And his nickname is?
Accountant.
Dong,
Okay,
dong.
don't have.
He's not deserving of a
Okay,
nickname.
understand.
But I call him green flag or accountant man.
I love the fact, right, that John has a nickname, right, for all the guys, but the girls, he remember the name.
No, okay, I tell you what,
That's what commitment looks like.
Dong Ho's contribution is that he was clear from
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
beginning. He was clear and then he made it clear to the girls direct.
Yeah.
When the other girls asked him, right,
Yeah.
like, how do you feel about me and all
Right.
that, he said like, I have one. I made up my
Yeah.
mind.
So no drama lah, this guy.
On the note of
No.
Dong Ho, right, I would like to ask the ladies. I mean, first impression is just he's not
Average.
the good looking one.
Yeah.
Okay?
Normal.
Yeah.
Suddenly he became like the male Xi'an.
Huh?
Like
Yeah.
3-4 girls vying for him. But then I feel like in the edit, right, we never really see why. Like we don't know what exactly he did. What's the game? What is the aura? What is the magic? So I feel like I want to know, do y'all see?
I don't see at first, but after I see their MBTI, right, I know why. Because he's
I
an
love it.
introvert, obviously. All the girls vying for him, if you think about it, is all extroverts. Because they think he's so cute, like he's so quiet and shy. Then like they tease a bit, then suddenly he smiles, then they damn excited. Because as an extrovert, right, you're like,
Okay,
oh my
okay.
god, I'm like getting this man to open up and like be like actually he very cute.
Yeah.
But he just alone. Then I want to like nurture this guy. And all three are the main extroverts on the show.
So this is the introvert's handbook to dating.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I couldn't see it. I was like, what the like to
Okay.
me, like the tail of the man, right? Wheeler is bottommost.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause
guy.
at night he talk to the rats and shit, right? Then it's
Send
him
them on
already.
secret missions, is it?
Yeah. He's Wheeler and then vanilla already. Like don't have really like
Who's Vanilla?
this one, don't hold.
Okay, so
Hey, get with the program.
okay.
Dong Ho is green flag man.
So you said green flag man. What are the green flags?
No red flag.
yeah, like nothing I saw that was alarming. Like he made all
This is when you know your casting director fucked up.
he made all the girls feel like hurt, before he went on the final selection, right, he tie all the loose ends first. Like he
Okay.
make sure to reject them properly.
Yeah.
So all the girls,
Got it.
right, firstly, it's not he offered the information at first. Like they very straightforward. They will ask like, should I keep
Like,
them
do I
with
have
you?
a chance?
Yeah, do I
Right.
have a chance? Can you tell
Okay.
me a percentage, that kind of thing?
okay.
Then he said, honestly, at this point, my heart is already set on someone else. But I understand if you do want to choose me, that's your right to choose.
He did it in a very good way, in a sense
Yeah.
whereby, given the very short amount of time we have on the island,
Okay.
I've already made up my mind. And it's not like nothing with you or whatnot.
Right.
So he's trying to say like in another world, right, we were met. But on this island, I'm going to be honest, I only got 10 days. I have already set my heart on someone.
Yeah.
Speaking of in another world, John thought it would be a great idea for us to speculate, okay,
Oh.
and plan a strategy. So a recent episode that we did, we've met people who have been on a dating show and actually fell in love, and we got to understand like the inner workings of what goes on this kind of dating show, right?
Okay.
So in this other world where we are all single and ready to mingle, and we sign up for a dating show, what would be your strategy?
Wow.
Knowing
Yeah.
right, that there are cameras, knowing that people might just be going there for fame,
And
like
might lead you
what would
on.
be your strategy?
You could play it safe and be like Vernier.
Yeah.
Right? Where honestly, his life is not impacted. Like, I feel like the next day he go to work, right? People are like, hey, paternity leave. You know what I mean? Like, hey, where do you go, bro? You know? Don't be Vernier. You know what I mean? Like, be
Don't
on
be
the
Vernier.
show and let it count.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't be
Okay,
Vernier.
okay.
No, but there's a lot of trade-offs also, because if you're the type, right, that say, okay, I'm gonna date everybody, then no one knows whether they can trust you or not when they say, okay, let's go together, or like, I'm gonna pick you at the end. But
Yeah.
if you only pick that one person and then they end up falling in love with somebody else,
Yeah.
then you also get heartbroken. So like you have to kind of like play both sides a bit.
William was extremely strategic. I feel like he picked the girl that nobody was actively chasing,
Yeah.
but very
Yeah,
good
yeah.
looking. It's no consolation prize. She very good looking girl. Personality damn solid, and nobody was chasing her. And William be like, I only have eyes for you. Sure, I don't think so. But it's like anybody else, you won't have a chance because they were too vocal and they were maybe not nice enough to ask you to f off red. You know.
Honestly, I think we learned not straight.
Oh.
I feel like he giving like bi. Like he don't look very interested in her.
Yeah.
Back to the prompt, right? I guess I'll go first because I think my answer quite boring. I'm going there for the show. I'm not going there to find love. If I was really trying to find love, I wouldn't do it on the show. It seems like
cannot.
it's self-destructive.
How you take one?
It's
Why
the strategy.
cannot?
You're on the show. You're finding love.
But I'm deciding my strategy, and my strategy is to
Cannot.
play it for the cameras and make friends. There will be no goal for me to have a real romantic relationship.
dating strategy, like your game strategy.
Or if it's a dating strategy,
You're there for love. That's
Yeah.
that's the perimeter. If not, then we just all there for fame. Then this story damn stupid.
No, because I feel like a majority of them are. But then comes the second half, which is because I'm only there for that, right? I get to craft my story. I get to start to be this character that I want to be, whatever I want to be, and then I can apply that throughout the series. So do I want to be the villain? Do I want to be Tarzan? Like,
Do you Tarzan?
I
I don't
Sorry.
know. Yeah, you are Tanzania.
You're Tarzani with a hint of veneers.
with a little sprinkle of shit on top.
Veneers gave up and then he just sleep covering.
Yeah, dude, Vernier just naps, yeah. He's just buff as
Yeah.
on the challenge, no hope on
Yeah.
it. He just like can't even balance stand straight on his two legs.
Then all the cutscene, right, is like him in bed. Like he's not walking around. Like
In
he's just
pajamas
like
some more, no. Half the time
Oh,
he's in
days.
his like long pajamas.
Yeah.
You really don't give a lah.
In the
No.
bunk.
No, I feel like Verniers might be a bit similar to you also in the sense whereby overly caught up with game mechanics.
Yeah.
In the sense where how late he is into the game and the reputation post-show. He was not there to play the game. In the end, he just picked a girl because that girl randomly just say like,
I like you.
because that girl so nobody chased. So then they just both of them say I like you. Then it's like walk off the island together towards the finale. But it's like they had no airtime one. Like both of them had no airtime one.
That's why he does it poorly. I will fake moments. I will
Yeah.
confess then take back. Like I
Wow.
will play the game.
I'm the complete opposite. I think, right, if I'm really single and I'm there looking for love, right, I will just follow where my heart takes me. Because it's like, I think there's no other way to do it. Like if I go there and there's someone that really just woos me over with their first impression and she likes my eyes, I will just pursue. Because like, even at the end of the day, my heart broke, right? The fans will be like, yo, that guy pathetic.
Okay, but what if, right, you somehow ended on the wrong show and it's like love on the spectrum or something? Will you continue?
Like if they identify that I am appropriate for the show, then accept lor.
You just proceed.
You
like,
think how
find
many of
love.
them sit down there and are you all got the right guy? Think they're okay. Okay, let me break this down. There are two broad strategies here. The first one is to ID early, set intentions early, the girl will know that at least you are a safe bet. If I invest in you, right, we are both not going to embarrass ourselves. We don't need to have sex. You know what I mean? Like, it's a dating show.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you nothing except conversations. If I straight up say like, I only have my eyes on you, you now get to be in a headspace of maybe I got 1-2 days to earn your affection, then I will be like your safe bet. You don't need to go and get rejected 7 times on TV. You know, that's like one broad strategy.
But how much can this girl trust this guy's words? Because you're in a dating show.
Yeah.
You only say this on day 1 or day 2, but there are like 10 other girls, you know, that you can actually talk to, or you have to talk to, no choice. So then like,
Book
very
it out.
So
hard.
Cheryl, what is your strategy?
I was thinking about this. I really don't know what my strategy is, because it really is dependent on the guys who are there and their characters. Then I'll respond accordingly. So I will want to try to appeal myself to like whoever. Let's say I know that this guy who might have my eyes on likes a certain type. Then I'll try to mold myself to like attract his attention.
Oh yo, like you change yourself a bit so that you.
I won't
So
change
you are the
myself. I'll just like
chameleon.
amp up.
It's like, oh, he like pick me girl. I'm suddenly very pick me.
or like
So you
if
won't
he-
confess like in the first half. You would vie for his attention and hopefully he confess to you.
if there's an opportunity for him to win something and then like bring me to paradise, and then he says like, actually this 4 or 5 days, which is half already, I've only liked you, and if I feel the same way, I'll say back.
Oh.
So you won't lah.
You won't say first lah.
You
Because
won't
your
be.
entire strategy is contingent on what someone else
Yeah,
will
correct,
do.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will wait it out lah, right? You will
I'll
see
wait
on
it-
this lah, is what you're saying.
I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out.
Okay, so let's
See how we
say
ended episode 10
yeah, if you're 3/4 into the season, nobody really picking you, then
The
how?
airtime is gone already. Like the two fellas, like Verniers and the girlfriend like that.
No, but what do you actually win if you both get to walk out as a couple?
I think a few
Nothing.
100,000
Oh, really?
Instagram followers.
Oh, really? If
Oh.
you choose each other?
No lah, like just
No money, no money.
No, you don't lose, you don't win anything.
but
what?
the B-roll of the losers very sad.
You said
I
that
don't, want,
alone
I
lah.
don't want to be in that B-roll, okay?
Yeah.
It's like the back shot of my head with me just
Yeah.
There's a drone shot and everything that
No,
just
it's like
gives you-
side shot,
Right,
back
right,
shot.
right,
Then
right.
the person pass me, right? They still get my expression. I was
Yeah.
like, I think my strategy it will be like Jion, because I think I'm a bit too passive. If a guy's interested in me, I'll just stick with him first, and then if no one come
Even
along.
Wheeler
No, but I'll just try to see if I really like him or I'll just take my time. For me, right, I don't want to intrude when like a guy is already interested in another girl. Like I wouldn't
Okay,
go
yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey, look at me, I'm better. I'm not that kind of person. So I think I would just like, okay, if like the guy is already like pursuing a few girls,
Yeah.
I won't go like insert myself inside the narrative. No, but I wanted to ask y'all about You Jin. That's called
Okay,
Smiley Girl.
Smiley Girl.
Because I always watch with my friends who are girls. So when You Jin first came, right, we found her a bit annoying. Because
Yes.
she will do this aegyo, which is act cute in Korean. Like she will make sound effects. She like if they are riding a car, right, she'll say like vroom vroom, that kind of thing. But then when my friend asked her guy
Wait, can you do
friends,
again?
right,
What she do?
nope.
Damn, it's so close.
I almost did it.
When my friend consult her guy friends, right, they say actually she's the most attractive to them.
Why?
Because they like this kind of cute girly girl who is
Yeah.
like more extroverted, who like can be silly,
Quite cute,
versus
yeah.
a very like no sexy girl, but she a bit like cold.
Yeah.
But she's acting to the point of like cringe.
But
At
some
the
guys
start lah, but I
like-
realized right, it's
Yeah.
just her being, and then after that I found her very endearing lah. So I wanted to ask if y'all think it's true that.
It's extremely inviting.
Yeah,
It's,
it's
I think
not
hard for them because they never see her do it, the footage yet, so it's hard for them to imagine one
I can
girl
only
just going,
imagine-
"Ah,
Okay,
ah,
just
like
want to
she
ask.
pour drink, then she like, Jang.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wow, I cannot, yeah.
You imagine you see a puppy like, oh my gosh, so cute, woof woof.
I mean, it depends lah. It really depends.
It's like, what are you doing? Grow
she
up,
good
eh?
looking?
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel in Korean culture, right, you get away with it.
Yeah.
No, after she overboard, I feel like at the start when she did it, right, it feels like this girl, I can have fun with her.
Is it what Singaporeans describe as teh? Or is that something else?
No, it's just cute.
It's
No,
like kawaii,
but
ah.
she is
Whiny.
also ten.
Whiny.
Her voice was a bit
Whiny, whiny.
Like there is a market for that. If she sell this as a service, like I think
She
there,
does.
there will be a
She's a
line of
childcare
men.
teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. That's not what I was
Oh
referring to, but okay.
shit.
Oh, that explains it.
No, that's why she would do
Yeah.
like actions like vroom, like she'll say this kind of thing.
Okay.
She's a dance.
No, she's a
teacher.
dance teacher for kids also.
That means she don't know how to separate
Right.
work and
Okay
life.
lah, that's quite endearing lah. I can see the
That's why
art.
she will say
But
like,
she's not a teacher to you. She's trying to date you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's endearing. It's like a character. Yeah, I need to see it.
At the
but
start, like,
I-
it has a
yeah,
strong invite. My assessment is there's a strong inviting power.
I
It
can see
allows
that.
us to start something.
Yeah.
But she was like this person, then the intensity only went up. Then it's like a whoa.
I'm similar to Cheryl in that I will mold myself a little bit, right, to like my potential person or suitor. So if we are like maybe cooking or what, and I see her doing ching ching whoosh whoosh, then I feel like if I'm trying to also like
Yeah.
bring the ice, I will do the same. Like, I'll be like
exactly that.
splash splash. You know, like I will do the same so that we maybe like break the ice, but
No, you
with
cannot.
with a different person. Then if I see them like being like interested in something else or whatever, then I will also approach it like in a different way. Right?
Love on the spectrum, bro.
I'm not saying that I like that kind. I'm saying that like when you go there, you really don't know what to expect, ma. So then like the key of the game is to be adaptable and to like decide your moves as you go.
In a sea of Korea's hottest singles, everybody is like trying to be a model, right? And then there's this person, right, that when pour water will say, I'm like, I'm gonna talk to this one.
Yeah,
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's
it's
all
so
I'm saying.
approachable.
True, I will talk to the yo.
Yeah.
Okay, so by right, the optimal strategy is at the beginning, you want to do something a bit
Stand out.
outlandish that is a bit quirky, that leaves a very good impression. Then later on, your character development is actually normal.
Yeah.
Theo is exactly
Maybe not
like
good
that.
impression, but an impression lah.
Correct.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this could go very bad.
The problem with Theo's strategy was that he put his foot, like he draw a line in the sand already. Like it's her, and the moment like Xi'an is away, right, he is just playing with his dick. The whole day he
Wait,
just
they show
playing with his dick. Yeah. What? They show the toilet. Korea, bro. You know that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just there, and then all the girls like automatic friend zone him.
I feel like I'll be the contestant, right? That no girl will pick. Then there will be a girl that no guy will pick as well. I'll end up being friends with her and say, hey, no one gonna pick us. We just go paradise together.
You're
lor."
Taehan.
That's exactly Vanilla.
Then we just enjoy. We just for the next 5 nights we just go paradise as friends.
So you are the filler. you're when we need to take a break from the main cast, then we
yeah.
cut
Then we'll
you
be
a
having
little bit.
so much fun. We'll be like doing water bombs in a pool.
Which girl do you identify as the most
Based
closest
on your
to?
answer, you are the Xi'an.
Okay, let me tell you why.
Let me tell you.
Because I thought about this very hard. Okay, girls in general, they look out for 3 things in an ideal guy. One is smelly man,
Sure,
like
Tarzan.
Tarzan, can treat you well and gentle and caring concern, that kind.
Okay,
like
okay.
bums.
Like bums.
Yeah.
And then the last one is funny, humorous, like
Theo.
Theo.
Okay.
Xi'an is stuck. She doesn't know what to prioritize.
Right.
Which one does she want? Because all these 3 guys, right, they don't encompass everything. They're not.
one of each.
They're not the ideal guy. They're just a third of the ideal guy.
Okay.
Bum's quite close, no? If we objective about this, objective. I also love Tarzan.
But he not
But
humorous.
Bum's quite
He's
close.
not funny.
Yeah,
He not funny.
He looks
So
the
it's
big
hard.
one.
But his bum's very funny. Like when he stand by the swimming pool, I laugh at him.
That one is not. He wasn't intentional.
Okay, he said like one joke the whole show, right? He like, so there was a window and then he blow like, I
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And then he
yeah.
said like in a very high pitched voice because his voice very low,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Xi'an. Then suddenly I'm like, oh my god, that's so icky.
Oh, I thought that was very sweet. Yeah.
Then glass break.
Because she was like, huh.
Yeah, she was weirded out. I realized I'm the weird one now.
Okay, so thanks for watching. Let us know who's your favorite character in the comments down below. If not, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Say bye.
Share your
How do
other
you say bye?
nicknames.
Annyeong.
Share your other nicknames. You don't know because we don't understand Korean, dude. We don't know whether he's speaking in proper sentences.
Head, shoulder,
Yeah, bam. Then the English subtitle guy is like feeling.
lay on my
But that's such a manly move.
The guy good looking lah.
Yeah lah, if he ugly then
That's why everything all based on the attraction. Then of course lah.
If Willard really, if Willard do, I will just.
She
I will
filed police
just- I will
report
break the
straight away.
fight. I'll be like producer, I'll be like, what the f- is this?
Complain.
Yeah.
Okay, Willa is no lah because like
I don't feel safe ah. I mean, what do you mean?
no, but everybody is attractive.
You don't Willard.
Yeah. Damn annoying.
No wait, you will do Willard.
No.